Welcome to Biz Coach and Coffee, where our guests are experts, entrepreneurs, coaches, and consultants that share tips, strategies, and tactics to help small business entrepreneurs grow their business for long-term success. Please welcome your host, Biz Coach Steve Feld.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Biz Coach Steve Feld, and my goal is to stop business owners from suffering entrepreneurial depression and start making running their businesses much easier. Business owners and entrepreneurs hire me to crack multiple 6 and even 7 figures without burning themselves out. Today, we have another wonderful guest today. We have Jill Lublin. She is an international speaker on the topics of radical influence, publicity, networking, kindness, and referrals. She is the author of 4 best-selling books. Jill is a master strategist on how to position your business for more profitability and more visibility in the marketplace. She's the CEO of a strategic consulting firm and has over 25 years experience working with over 100,000 people, plus national and international media. Jill teaches a virtually publicity crash course and consultants and speaks all over the world. She also helps authors to create books, deals with major publishers and agents, as well as other foreign right deals. Please welcome Jill. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Delighted to be here.
Great. Well, the first big question is, you've done a lot. So how did you get started doing everything?
Well, funny enough, my career actually started in the music business, which is great for publicity because the truth is music business is all about perception, and so is publicity. And the other truth is you're actually doing publicity from the moment you walk out your door, from everything you do. So it's all publicity, and for me, it was a natural, should we say, movement from the music business into now working as my own PR agency. And now I cut that and now working just with entrepreneurs and small business owners to really help you, get visible and do it in a way that's affordable.
Yeah, you just mentioned 2 great things. It's like affordability. Definitely who our listeners are the small business owners, entrepreneurs. And that's one of the things. It's like, how do I get out there inexpensively, which means usually, free. That's how they'd like to do it. What do you see as like their top problems that you're helping solve them with?
So, listen, here's the thing. You have to be known, seen, and heard. And the wonderful thing about publicity is it's magnetizing you, it's monetizing you, it's multiplying you. And so that is solving a problem of not being seen, not being heard, best kept secret, all these things I hear entrepreneurs say. How can people find me? Publicity is the solution to that.
Excellent. Can you give us an example, like how you would tell a small business owner, entrepreneur, it's like how to get out there?
Absolutely. The first thing I would look at is messaging. Like, you got to focus in on your message. And then a super simple tip to get out there and get visible quickly is check out nationaldaycalendar.com. They've got all kinds of holidays that I'm sure you fit into somehow, and then use it, right? So then I want you to expand that even more and do what I like to call use everything you've got. So for instance, being a woman in business, I can go International Women's Day, March 8th. Right? So use different aspects of who you are, and that will get you great business too. I'll just give you a great example. One of my clients, he's Asian American, Chinese specifically, and he is an instructional designer. He's a consultant. Truth be told, reality has it that that's not the most interesting subject, meaning instructional design. I said, Ryan, tell me your story. And he told me he'd been downsized from a corporate job. He told me at that time he had a pregnant wife with their 3rd child on the way, and now he's in business for himself. He just bought a big house. I'm like, Ryan, oh my God, what'd you do? He said, well, I started my own business online, and literally within 24 hours, he had 7 people working virtually. I said, you know what you are, Ryan? You're a virtual office warrior. And he's like, oh, okay, that's good. And Ryan took a vow never to work in an office again. That's the story that got him front page of his local business journal. That's the story that got him in Entrepreneur Magazine. You know, my friends, picture this, you in Entrepreneur Magazine. That's the story that got him 9 months of publicity because of using a tactic, a technique, a strategy that actually got him publicity that he never thought of and certainly wouldn't have tried. That's a great thing to think about for all of you. How can you be using everything you've got?
That's a fantastic story. So it just shows it. Everyone has a story.
Absolutely. Everyone has a
Every-
story. All of you have a story. But you also, in addition to having a story, you solve problems in the marketplace. So I want you to look at what's the problem you solve. Not like here's what I do, but what's the problem out there in the world that you're helping solve. And that will be powerful for connecting back.
Absolutely. And I know that's what I do with our clients. It's like, okay, what are your target market's problems and how are you solving them? And if you can't answer that, it's like, well, it's not going to sit into your target market's head. They're not going to get you.
Exactly. You got it.
They're going to move on. So everyone has their story. What's one of the easiest platforms or the way to get your story out there?
You know, I think using Google Alerts is really helpful. And what you do is go in and put in your name. And that way, if anybody does talk about you, you know, in terms of media. And then what I also like for instance, when I wrote Guerrilla Publicity, I put in the word publicity. When I wrote The Profit of Kindness, I put in the word kindness. And that way, I'm always notified who's talking about what in the news. And that way, I'm also seeing the reporters who are talking about it, what the themes are, what's interesting, and it's just a much easier way to keep track and a quick way to get easy publicity and watch who's covering what.
I'm a big fan of Google Alerts.
Yes.
I thoroughly believe in it, and it really does expand, especially whatever market you're in, who your people are. Use those alerts, and you can always find another story even that you can actually compound on and write a sub story about.
Exactly.
Very powerful stuff. What can you tell us, like one of the tips that you probably learned in your business along the way that you'd like to share and say, oh, well, maybe avoid or do this again?
So a couple things that I've learned and many things over the years, obviously, but it is about consistency and persistency. And what I mean by that is you have to be focused in the marketplace and keep showing up. And I think, honestly, the mistake most people make, Steve, is that they don't show up consistently. And so, you know, realistically, if you can be consistent and maybe, persistent, and maybe it's not always in the same way or even about the same topic. Like, for instance, I have a consultant, he's got a 4-year-old using nationaldaycalendar.com, a really great resource for finding the great holidays, right? He found out that, I forget which day it is, was National Hot Dog Day. Well, with a 4-year-old, they like hot dogs. So you want to be looking at ways to increase that visibility ongoingly and get your name in the news consistently.
Nice. You mentioned the national calendar. It's because I do have a spreadsheet of that I downloaded, and it's amazing. Like on one day, it could be anywhere from like 20 to 100 things going on that day. And you're thinking, well, it has birthdays, you can do all these kind of queries and everything else. So there's at least a couple topics in there that really hit what you do.
Absolutely. And it's really helpful and really supportive.
Yeah, I know someone who does happy whatever day every single day. And he finds the most unusual things, nothing related to his business or anything else, but it's just so unique. And then he'll put like the link to the story behind like that day or something. So in Norway.
Yeah, it's a great way to get publicity. So I'm going to really encourage all of you to take a look at that resource, see where you can fit in, and let's rock, because the media does need you. They want you. Your story matters and your message matters.
Great. Well, we're going to take a quick break, listen to a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back with Jill.
This episode is sponsored by Spotlight Books. Get your expert book completed in 30 days. If you don't have an expert lead magnet book about you and how you serve your market, then visit www.spotlight-books.com. Link is also in the show notes. Put a spotlight on your expertise.
And we're back. So we're talking about it. Everyone has that story to get it out there. What is something someone goes, well, I don't even know where to start to get my story out there? Or what is my true story? How can they start?
Well, let's take a look at, what's the most interesting things about you. Or, sometimes, like, I had an accountant, and frankly, we did a business story for small businesses about how to find the hidden money. See, no matter what you do, secrets, tactics, techniques that other people don't know, because you have the gift of being you, right? So the question is, what do you know that other people need to know? That's one thing to think about. Like, I know how to get out there in the world of publicity. Every business owner needs to know that. Each one of you have talents and skills, and let's dig a little, so to speak, and find out what's the best place for you. And I think that will make a world of difference.
Excellent. Could they also do like articles, blogs, vlogs?
Absolutely.
Video.
Well, yes, another great technique or tactic, however you want to say it, is to write a 500-word article and post it on medium.com. Great place to get posted, great place for people to find you, and it's free. And also blogs. Yes, keep up the blogs. I usually tell my clients to post both your blog on your blog and then post it on medium.com. Great way to get immediate publicity.
Absolutely. So it's very simple techniques.
Always. The way we at Guerrilla Publicity do it is give you simple, easy systems and blueprints. See, I think everything has a system and blueprint, including publicity. So in my publicity crash courses, we do systems. And one of your systems is every 30 days, you're going to look at your message. Your message is the problem solution piece that I told you slightly earlier, but let me dig a little deeper on it with you. And that is, you focus on what's the problem out there, answer that question, ask it and answer it, and then give people 3 solutions, 3 things to actually do, none of which should say hire you, right, but give them real things to do. And consistently, if you give people value and benefit, I promise you, great clients, great recognition, great results.
Absolutely. And talking about consistency, now this one I hear from business owners, and I'm a big believer on scheduling and automation. I'm a huge fan of automation. Should they have like their whole month scheduled out, or just sometimes I know some people who wing it every day, and you can tell the difference in results.
You're talking about an actual, like not a publicity question.
Yeah, like say if they're going to put like something of the day out, do they just look it up and then post it, or should they have it prepped, ready to go, or scheduled? What do you
prepped and automated? I agree, is always good. I will tell you, in publicity, I always say to people, it's like a gardening process. See the pretty flower? You plant seeds, and you plant seeds for now, right? And you grow your publicity garden. You also plant seeds for 3, 6, and 9 months ahead. Yeah. So I think that's really the option is plant seeds for 3, 6, and 9 months ahead. And so you're looking ahead, you're looking at the holidays, you're planning. Yes, I think planning does breed success. If you look at my schedule, I have every day planned. I know what's going on, but that also allows for freedom and flexibility, right? And so in my schedule, you'll also find meditation, exercise, playing with my friends, going out, with all the things I love to do. They're in my schedule. And within that, that's my freedom. And I'll tell you honestly, Steve, I used to resist it because I love to be spontaneous and creative. And, that's all good. What I found, interestingly enough, is that all that happens within the schedule.
Right.
I just schedule myself in is the difference.
I'm a big believer in, I'm time blocking. I actually schedule my meals in there. Otherwise I wouldn't eat.
Right.
Time for, meditation, personal time, working out, time with friends, family. And everyone's like, you're so regimented. I'm like, but I have freedom in my life. And to me, I know what I'm doing and I don't feel out of control and things. I can move the business forward and my life forward.
Exactly. You got it. I'm with you.
Excellent. Well, we love to give things away on our show. What is a good thing that you can give our audience to help them grow their businesses?
Absolutely. Well, I've prepared for you a wonderful free gift, and that's my publicity action guide. It's fill in the blank, lots of great tips, practical applications for you in your business right now. And then, in addition, I got an extra special gift for you right within that, and that's an opportunity to be in a live publicity masterclass with me, where I will give you very specific information and things to do. And then guess what? You get to ask me the questions that you have for you. It is live, it's interactive. So go to publicitycrashcourse.com/free gift. And I'm sure you'll have it in the show notes too. And let's rock together to get your message heard.
Excellent. Yes, we will have that URL in the show notes. So please take advantage of Jill's offer. We're doing this so we can help you build your business. And this is a nice, easy way. Because even Jill said, guerrilla marketing, big fan of it. And I grew many businesses through guerrilla marketing techniques. So
yeah, and I wrote the book Guerrilla Publicity. So we're all related, and it's part of the focus. Publicity is everything, my friends.
absolutely. Well, Jill, thank you so much for being on our show and sharing some wisdom and hopefully getting everyone to take a little bit of action.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, folks, thank you for being here today. And this is Biz Coach Steve Feld wishing you and your business much success.
We hope you enjoyed today's topic. If you'd like to discuss how you can apply these strategies in your business, let us know. This episode is sponsored by Spotlight Books. Get your own expert book written about you in 30 days. Set yourself apart from the competition. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to give us your comments. We look forward to hearing from you on Biz Coach and Coffee.